Good day, Kipsters. This is Mr. Salih, and today we are going to think about all of the feelings that our characters can feel in the story. But today, guys, we're going to think about our main character. Our main character, our what? Yes, friends. We're going to think about our main character's feelings throughout the story because we know a character can feel all sorts of different things over the course of a book. And today we're going to be able to identify a character's feelings throughout the story. Now, when we identify a character's feelings, we can name the feelings using the pictures and the words. Also, we think about what the character is saying and what they're doing. Good readers always think about what characters are saying and doing because they can then relate their own experiences in their own life to the character that they're reading about. All good readers always understand what a character's feeling throughout the story. Now here, I see a friend who's not very happy. She's angry. How do I know she's angry? Because I see it on her face. She's sad and she doesn't look nice. She looks like she's crying. Here I see a happy friend. I see a smile. I see a nice bright smile with nice bright eyes. But we know, friends, that you can feel more than just happy or sad. So as we go on, I see that a friend here is feeling furious. Furious means that she's even more than angry. She's so angry that she could storm out of the room. She could kick a wall if she wanted to. She's furious with whatever she's feeling. She does not like what's going on. She's furious. Here, she looks confused. She looks confused. She's got her hands on her hips. I see a question mark, and she has that weird face on like, what am I doing? She's confused. Here, she's disgusted. That means she's like, ew, something's not good. Something tastes bad. Something might smell pretty stinky, guys. She's disgusted. So, good readers know that a character can feel more than just happy and sad. They can feel confused. They can feel disgusted, nervous, furious. There's all different sorts of things that a character can feel in the story. So now, friends, I'm going to share a book with you. And the star of this book is called Sophie. She's the main character. Her name is what? Yes, friends, her name is Sophie. Now, Sophie has a bit of a problem, and she's in second grade, so she's handling her problem maturely. Now, let's take a look at the book and start to understand why she feels the way she does and how she feels throughout the story. I see a lot of characters here, but I only see one straight on, and it looks like she's the one who we're going to focus on. I'm the small one. So I know that Sophie is the small one because I see a lot of taller kids here, and then I see a smaller little girl. I know that that's Sophie. So let's keep reading and understand how Sophie feels throughout the book. We're going to think about her name, which we know is Sophie, how she feels by what she says and what she does. So good readers know what Sophie's going to feel based on what she says and what she does. Let's keep on reading, Tipsters. I'm small for my age. At school, the bigger kids sometimes bump into me or step on my toes. So here I see Sophie looks a little bit confused. She looks a little bit alone. No one's really looking at her directly. I see a friend here staring at her, but he's looking very, very far down. So I know that Sophie's the small one. At the playground, little kids always want to play with me. Some even try to boss me around. That's sad. I see here Sophie, and I see a smaller kid who's looking like he wants to boss her around. Not cool. My best friend Casey is one of the tallest kids in second grade. Her legs are so long. When she walks, I have to jog just to keep up with her. I see that they get along. I know that these two get along because they look very happy around each other. No matter what, even though she's smaller than Casey, they still look like friends, so I know that they're best friends. What is Casey doing here? I used to try to make myself taller. I hung from trees to stretch out my limbs. Now, that's a tough word, friends. The word is limbs. Limbs are your arms and legs. So I see Sophie's hanging from the tree. I wonder why she's hanging from the tree. Silly Mr. Sally, I read in the text that she hung from trees to stretch out her limbs. She's trying to make her arms longer and her legs longer. I ate all my vegetables, but I never seemed to grow. Does she like her vegetables? She's closing her nose while eating her vegetables. I'm not sure she enjoys eating her vegetables, but she seems to think it'll help her get taller, right, friends? We'll see. Being small has its perks, Mom said. I doubted it. Wow, I see a new character. Mom is now in the mix. Mom looks very kind and happy. She looks like she's giving her daughter, Sophie, some really good lessons of persevering and understanding something. Even though that Sophie may not like it, she's helping Sophie see the good thing in being small. And it's okay to be small. Mom is being very nice and kind to her smaller daughter. One day, Miss Alvarez told the class that we'd be putting on a spring play. I was thrilled. The next day, she told me I was the perfect size to play the elf. She looks a little bit surprised when she was told to be the elf. She looks like she wasn't expecting that. She looks shocked and surprised. Sophie's not sure what to feel. She's definitely surprised. I don't want to be in the play anymore, I told Mom. Sophie looks annoyed. You didn't get the part you wanted, but you love acting, Mom said. I bet you'll be the best elf in the play, she added. That won't be hard to do, I thought. I'm the only elf in the play. In the play's last scene, the main character, finds a box under a giant mushroom. When she opens it, a dog jumps out. Miss Alvarez's dog, Prince, played the dog role. She brought him to all the rehearsals. He liked all the kids, but he seemed to like me the best. The night of the show, Prince jumped out as planned. He jumped into the giant mushroom, though, which fell over. Whoa. Then he leaped off the stage and disappeared underneath it. So I see people are very, very shocked. They see that Prince has jumped off and Sophie doesn't know what to do. Miss Alvarez called him, but he whimpered. He wouldn't come out. How are we going to get him out of there? Miss Alvarez asked. So I see that Prince is here, and they all looked confused about how to get Prince out. Here's Sophie, what's she gonna do? I'm small enough to get him, I said. I crawled under the stage, through the dust and the cobwebs, until I reached him. Prince licked my face. Look at them, they're both so happy that they found each other. And she wouldn't have been able to get under their friends if she was bigger or taller. She wouldn't be able to get the dog. When we came out, the audience clapped and cheered. In fact, we got more applause than the stars at the end of the show. My parents were so proud. Look how happy Sophie is that she made all her friends and parents proud. She's so happy. After that, I stopped worrying about my size. so much about my size. In fact, I decided that mom was right. Being small has its perks. Thank you for the story. Thank you very much. All right, friends. We are going to read this book again tomorrow, but I want to make sure that before you take your exit quiz, you understand that we're thinking about how Sophie feels. We're thinking about what she says, what she does, and how she impacts her set, the people around her. How does she act towards them? What does she do? What does she say? How does she feel? Think about all that we just read and think about how you would feel if you were small and how we feel. Even though we might be small, we might be big, we all have different feelings and we all are special. Ciao, friends.